So, hope you had a wonderful meditation. Now we'll go into our session, friends, to our wisdom part. We are discussing from the book, The Eternal Validity of the Soul. SETH speaks, SETH's wisdom. We are in chapter 16, Probable Systems, Men and Gods. So in this chapter, last session, we have in the introduction, we have discussed about the probable selves of us, and that is a multi-dimensional selves of us, and how thoughts manifest not only here in this dimension, but all these thoughts it might so take the reality can be experienced in different dimensions to our different selves, right? So, and there are like many options, like many probabilities, the choices, we have multiple choices, n number of choices around us, but we consider, so whatever we are attached to through our emotions, we consider it and we decide. But whatever we have not decided, that means we have not considered the other options, so they are also having equal realities, so equal value, right? And today we will go into a bit deeper. Seth Master says the soul is not a finished product. So this single line, this single line, it just moved me. I was just stuck in this line. So after knowing this line, so after reading this line for a few minutes, I got freezed. That means I have experienced like something that is which is beyond that one single line. The soul is not a finished product. So in fact, it is not a product in those terms at all, he says, but a process of becoming. So these two lines, friends, it's very, very deep when we understand it. So when we try to we know that there are levels of the soul. That means they're like infant soul, the matured soul, the young souls. So whatever we think, like, okay, this is what the soul is, this is that, but no, but the soul is not at all a finished product. That means the journey, the journey is continuous, it's never ending. We think that enlightened soul, maybe I thought like, okay, being an enlightened soul is just an end. Becoming a divine soul, becoming like a creator is an end. But no, always there is something beyond everything. There is something beyond each and every stage. So in each and every stage, the soul is becoming, but it's not complete, but it's not the product, which it is not a finished product, right? So in fact, he says it's not a product at all. So we are in the process of becoming. So we have experienced one thing, so we have experienced one, so we have learned something, and next there will be something more to learn. So all that is not product. All that is not product, he says. So even the soul is not a finished product. Even the all that is not a finished product or finished or otherwise either. So they are like probable gods as there are probable men, he says. But these probable gods are all a part of what you may call the soul of, or the identity of. All that is, even as your probable selves, are all a portion of your soul or entity. So we will understand this paragraph. So he says like probable selves. And probable selves, this means that in every choice we make, there are other possible versions of us that could exist in different realities. So here I have taken form in this way, in this dimension. In other dimension, maybe I might be in different form. I may be in some other consciousness, some other form. So like there are like multi cells of us. In the same way, still there, though these probable cells are still connected to our soul. See, like, like treat example, we can take an example as a tree. As tree has multiple branches, one single tree has multiple branches. So these multiple branches, consider it as the different dimensions of the different cells of us in different dimensions, in different realities. See, all these branches, they don't go one side, isn't it? All these branches, some they go east, west. So all the different dimensions, all the 360 degrees, wherever it want. But it will take. But all these branches comes under, so become a tree. So the whole branches become a tree, isn't it? One tree. So this soul of us will take different forms in different directions, in different dimensions. Okay. That means all these cells are a part, they are connected to our soul. All these different branches are not connected to one big trunk, isn't it? So one big, so this is what he meant to say. So Seth Master, so one soul. And here, friends, one soul means it's not completely our soul. Even the soul is something more, isn't it? So even if we don't experience them directly, even if we won't experience them directly, the other cells of us, we might not experience it, but we are connected. We all are connected to other different dimensions of ourselves, just like a tree. Like now here he says about probable gods. So just like individuals can have many probable versions of themselves, divinity, say like, or God can also have different expressions or aspects, like different probable gods. So coming to all that is. So all that is the ultimate source, isn't it? The ultimate source, the totality of existence, or say like pure consciousness. All that is a pure consciousness. Both probable selves and probable gods exist within this greater whole. Understand? So that means from this, like, from this ultimate source, we have emerged. Even gods have emerged from that ultimate source, from all that is. And from gods, we say like he's like over self. So our over self emerge, they emerge from the greater souls. Even God is not the ultimate. Even God is not the end. So there is something beyond the divinity, from the divine. So this is multiple times maybe I have shared this experience. So every time we have to remember, Lord Shiva. So he said, I'm going to show you something. He said to me that I'm going to show you something, and he holded my hand, and we traveled to one place. There he showed me a formless thing. So that is full of energy. It is like radiant with light. It is it has no consciousness. That means it has no form, any form, no sound. So nothing is there. And he showed me that, and he said, even I am means he, even I am, I am emerged from this consciousness. Then I couldn't able to understand. So I said, okay, maybe something, the energy form he is saying, maybe. But when I got to know, when I read this, through Seth Master, Then I understood, okay, there is something that is beyond the universe, the we say like prime creator. So all that is, the ultimate source is not totality, even that is not enough. There is something even beyond that. So just as our soul contains many possible versions of us, the divine contains many possible versions of itself, isn't it? We are one of the version of the God. If we consider it or not, if we believe it or not, but we are the version of the God. Like the consciousness has split into multiple versions. See, like first gods, from the gods we have emerged. That means we are one of the version of that ultimate source, isn't it? We are part of that ultimate source. Now try to understand. Okay, so we are the part of, see, like a garden. So in that garden there are multiple trees, but we name it as particular this garden. So in this garden, as there are multiple trees, so the big or small, fruits or flowers maybe, but there are different versions of that name, isn't it? The garden. So in the same way, the gods and us, they are not separate. So we emerged from that greater consciousness. So all these expressions, whether human or divine, he says, are part of one ultimate reality, all that is. Okay, so that's the reason. So after the human, so we are not this is not an end. Even we have to turn, we have to transform ourselves into a divine. The next stage of humans is divine. So becoming a divine. So even the divine, again, he splits. So reality has infinite probabilities, he said, beyond human perception. So this is what beyond human perception. Why? Because our mind is limited only to this particular system, to this probable system. As we are in this probable system, there are multiple other systems as well. So other probable systems as well. So not only Earth, there are other planets where some beings are existing in other planets, maybe in different forms. Even humans, like they take the just like us form, just like the as it is we are. So they are in other probable systems, not on this dimension. So the reality is infinite. So infinite possibilities beyond human perception. So human thought can itself give rise to new realities and entities. See, the thought power, the thought power. So human thought itself can give rise to new realities and entities. Seth Master says, new entities means probable gods. That means even with our thoughts, the humans has created, with their energy, humans has created even gods, isn't it? So why, see, like we have in the past sessions, we have discussed about the civilizations, isn't it? The luminous civilizations and three main important civilizations. So in that civilization chapter, so we got to know that even fears exist. So the whole group, if they are having certain fears, they will think that, okay, there will be some person, there will be some entity. They give powers to that entity with their thought power. So whatever they are unable to do, they consider that they are unable to do, they are not fit to do whatever they can't overcome. So though we all have the powers within us, but when we don't experience those powers, we think like some person is there to help us. So some person, so to that some energy, so this group, the combined group, will give energies like same. So this person may be having this power, this particular power, who can help us. Okay, in all means. So this is the power he has. So this combined thought power creates one entity. That's what Seth Master says. And this entity becomes God. God is not, so what we consider, what we know the names of gods. Friends, there are multiple versions of gods. There are like some great entities, but we have not maybe come across all those, the names of those entities. So there are some energies existing who are helping the all the humanity. So here, how these energies, so how these got changed. So all these thoughts, they gave energy to one entity, and they have created. So this is what says, all that is contains and knows all possibilities of existence, including countless versions of itself. So, but the truth is so vast that words cannot truly explain it. So this is what, though I am feeling it, though I am experiencing it, but I couldn't able to express what is beyond that, what is the exact words, because words always are the limiting factors. Right. So the ultimate source, all that is, knows itself completely. So though that is formless, like the shapeless, so it has doesn't have any physical form, but it is aware of everything. The consciousness is aware of everything. It is aware not only the universe as we see it, but also of all possible versions of itself. That means, see, like the tree has consciousness, the tree has the multiple branches. We'll take the same example. So the trunk, the tree knows, or it has the knowledge of all the branches. We think like that. Okay, so that means the ultimate source, though it is not directly connected, so but it is aware of everything. The consciousness is aware of everything, the universe, but it is also possible versions of itself, its probable selves, just like humans have probable versions of themselves in other realities. So all that is not the ultimate, all that is the one great consciousness. So let me share an experience here. So what I have experienced before, before reading this concept, this particular topic. So I only one line I have read from this book is, from this chapter is, there is something beyond all that is. So after that, I couldn't able to again connect with this book because of other work and all. So in that gap, this is what I have experienced. So when I was meditating with Pavni Garu's, like it's a song, so he made one song for me to, so that no, just for to share. So I just closed, that is Nirvana Ashtakam, I think. So I just closed my eyes and I was listening to that song. Then I experienced that I could see Lord Shiva. He is meditating, but I'm not in this form. So I was sitting, I was here on his arm, like a just one ash particle. So he has ash on his body, isn't it? On Shiva. So he's just a particle, is just a small particle here on his arm. So I could see his arm, I could see his face. He closed his eyes and he is in meditation. He's meditating. So that particle of me is aware of everything what is going in and around, and above, and the universe as well. So that single ash particle. Okay. So I don't have any eyes, I don't have any form. It's just a small little particle. So then I got to know that this particle is not a physical form of ash. It is the consciousness It is the consciousness on him. So it is his consciousness. So that means Lord Shiva's consciousness. So that single consciousness is aware of each and everything what is going on around, in and around. It knows everything. So later, next stage, I understood that as this particle is aware of everything, in the same way, the other particles on his body, other particles in the universe, the small little particles, is also aware of everything. It has a consciousness that it knows everything. That means, see, like, consider us, each and every one, or we are a single little particles of a greater consciousness. So in that greater consciousness, these single particles of us, so we are aware of everything. We know everything. We have equal knowledge. So we have equal wisdom, but uh, but but we might be not experiencing it, or we might be experiencing, but in a different ways, in different angles, right? So here, that's what I could able to understand. So even then, that particle, as it is aware, the whole consciousness, that is a formless consciousness, has awareness. And awareness and this consciousness are not separate. Awareness, we treat like awareness, and I have felt like connected to that consciousness. See, we use these words, right? During meditation, I have connected to that consciousness, and we feel that awareness in us. Sometimes we use the word awareness, but awareness and consciousness both are the same. Awareness has consciousness, and consciousness is awareness. So here, see, like, when we are aware, we feel the consciousness. When we're connected with that consciousness, we'll get that we will experience the awareness. So sometimes this and sometimes that. So here he says, like, so and another thing is, there is beyond all that is. So even all that is we consider that I am that, isn't it? I am God. I am that. That means here we are reflecting ourselves. We see ourselves in others. We see ourselves in that God, isn't it? Even that I slowly and gradually got, dissolved. It dissolved, and what happened? There is no I at all. That means before it, we think like oneness is the ultimate. Feeling oneness is ultimate. Feeling oneness is with the nature, oneness with the world, oneness with everyone, oneness with the God is an ultimate. But there is beyond that reality, even beyond that truth. Like, so what is beyond? Even there is beyond oneness. So in that oneness, even the I dissolves, and there is nothing. There is nothing. So we become the whole consciousness. We are particles of this consciousness. So before I thought like, okay, one consciousness has the knowledge to know about something. See, like, for example, take an apple. So this apple, the whole apple has nutrients and vitamins. The slice from it, if we take the slice from it, we think like, okay, the nutrients will come down. So there will be no the equal nutrients in that whole apple. So the nutrients will almost comes like it will has the less amount of nutrients when compared to the whole apple, isn't it? So I thought maybe the whole consciousness is they know everything. But in that whole consciousness, even the small little particles have the equal knowledge, not like the whole apple. Even the slice of the apple has equal amount of that nutrients. Okay, so this is what that means. There is something even beyond the oneness, and even there is beyond, so nothingness. Even after the I dissolves, there is nothing, like shunya, we call shunya, but everything is existing in that shunya. So nothingness is not the emptiness, the absent of everything, but nothingness has everything. The whole thing is existing in that nothingness. Okay, as for example, see, like they say, like all colors emerge from white color. I didn't believe that before. So all colors emerge from white color. But how? When white light passes through a prism, it splits into rainbow colors. So just like white color contains all visible colors, so white light, so treat as white light as totality of existence, the pure consciousness, or the source from which all things emerge. Like every color represents a unique aspect, like quality or expression of that source, isn't it? So when separated, so they appear distinct. See, like uh, this tree. So when a rose plant, so if we just separate the rose from the rose plant, we say like rose flower. So when this rose flower is still, if we didn't pluck the flower, we treat like this is rose plant. So in that rose plant, we say even the leaves, it includes the leaves, it includes the thorns, it includes the flowers, roots, everything. And we say like this is rose plant. But when we separate it, okay, we treat like this is rose leaf or rose flower. So it's like a different aspect and quality, but this all comes under from one source. So when we separate, they appear like distinct, they appear like different, but they are all contained within the white. So these colors, they are within the white. So through this experience, I realized that, like learning never ends. But there is no ultimate point of completion. This is related to the first line, what Seth Master says, soul is not a finished product. And there is always more to discover. So I felt like there is always more to discover, more to unfold. And knowing the truth is not a destination. So I thought like, okay, knowing the truth is the final thing, but there is nothing like final. So truth is not a destination, but it's a continuous journey. And it's a continuous path of discovery. Like every step, every experience brings new understanding, right? So that's the reason we have to listen to others' experiences, so that we will know the truth from different angles. And from that understanding, that understanding will lead to another understanding. So will lead to another truth. So there is no multiple truth, but only one truth. So we are understanding from multiple ways, so multiple sources. Like Seth Master says, the nature of all that is can only be sensed directly through the inner senses, or in a weaker communication. Weaker communication means like um, beyond words. So it's not limited to the words, through inspiration. So we can experience through inspiration or intuition. That's the reason. So the whole experience, I can't put in words. I can't express in words. Even there is something which I can't explain. So this is what Seth Master. So after this experience, when I again connected to the book, when I started to read, so whatever I have experienced, he explained in that just 2-3 paragraphs. And this is the lines he explained. The nature of all that is, it can be senses only through inner senses. We can't understand with our logic mind. Right. So these, like he says, like the miraculous complexity of such reality cannot be translated verbally. So we all experience something great, but one might deny it with comparing, so giving it reasoning with the logic mind. So some may be experienced, so some may can't express in words. Okay, so it's like he says there is an ultimatum. So this is what he would Seth Master's wisdom for today, friends. So there is always something there is beyond, and we see it like no, the 4 Mahavakyas. I am that, Prajnanam Brahma, which emerged from which has taken from the 4 Vedas, isn't it? Prajnanam Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, and I am Atma Brahma. And here you see, I thought like, okay, these Mahavakyas are the ultimate thing. But these Mahavakyas, in this each and every Mahavakyas, there is, I is existing. But when we go beyond these Mahavakyas, even the I dissolves. Right? Hope you understood. So thank you so much for listening, for friends. Thank you so much for adding your energies. And in the next session, we will understand. So we will get to know about our realities and the nature of realities. Thank you. If at all you want to share anything, you can unmute yourself. Right. So let's then connect in the next session, friends. Thank you. Thank you for the messages. So always never ever think that this is it, because this is what Mahavatar Babaji initially when the connection happened, he said, like, he advised me, he said, like, never ever think that this is all, that is, so this is the end. So we think like, okay, maybe this is it. There is no this is it. There is something. He said, like, always keep the comma, the punctuation mark, comma. Always don't put full stop to your experience. Don't put full stop to your whatever you have known, because there is always something. So always keep comma. So that means the mind will be in a receptive mode. So there is something, but if we fix the mind and we say like, okay, this is it, there is nothing beyond this, then we ourselves are limiting ourselves. We are limiting us with our thought. So this is the advice that he have given, Mahavatar Babaji. So never ever, this is, if he has suggested me, that it is the suggestion for everyone. There is no it's not it's not like only it is confined to me, only for me. So it's like for everyone. So we should not put full stop, but in case we have to be open, right? So thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Namaste all. Let's end the session, friends.